This is Acom Queen. In this video, I would like to introduce you all some problems on the calculation of interest on drawings from the accountancy text of D.K. Goyal. Before we move to the questions, one gentle reminder for you all. If in the question the rate of interest and the amount withdrawal is given, but the date of withdrawal is not at all given, then the interest has to be calculated for 6 months only. Okay, you have to keep this case in your mind while you do certain questions in this type. Okay, so with your permission, I am moving to the questions. First question: Gopal is a partner in a firm. He withdrew 1000 rupees per month regularly on the first day of every month during the year ended 31st March 2018 for personal expenses. If interest on drawings is charged at the rate of 15% per annum, calculate the interest on the drawings of Gopal. Hope you all understood the question. The solution is like this. First, the total drawings by Gopal has to be calculated. For that, we have to multiply 12 into his per month withdrawal amount. In the question it is given that he withdrew 1000 rupees per month. So, his total drawings during the year can be calculated by multiplying his per month withdrawal amount into 12, which is the 12 months in a year. Okay. So, the total drawings we will get as rupees 12,000. Then interest on drawings can be calculated using the formula that we know, that the amount, total amount into rate. In the question it is given that 15%, and the third part is, in the question it is given that he has withdrawn amount on the first day of every month. So the interest has to be calculated for 6.5 months. My friends, I have discussed about the calculation of interest on drawings on monthly basis in my previous video. If you all would like to see my previous video on the calculation of interest on drawings on monthly basis, its link is given in the description. Please try to watch it. Okay, so as per our calculations, we know that first, if amount is withdrawn on the first day of every month, then interest has to be calculated for 6.5 months. That's why I've written here as 6.5, which is the average period. And after calculations, we'll be getting the answer as 975 rupees. Hope this question is quite clear for you all. I want you all to look into the question and the answer. So, the next question. 3 partners are there. X, Y and Z are partners in a firm. You are informed that X draws rupees 4,000 from the firm at the beginning of every month, Y draws rupees 4,000 from the firm at the end of every month, and Z draws rupees 4,000 from the firm in the middle of every month. So, we are asked to calculate the interest on drawings at the rate of 9% per annum. First part of the question can be solved at first. We know that as usual we have to calculate the total drawings of X. Since he has withdrawn rupees 4,000 per month, withdrawal is 4,000. So the total amount he has withdrawn during the year will be 48,000. Next, calculation of interest on drawings. Here he has withdrawn the amount at the beginning of every month. So the average period will be 6.5 months or 6.5 months. That is why here it is 6.5 months. So 48,000 into 900 because it is a rate. In the question it is given that interest has to be charged with the rate of 9%. That is why 9/100 into 6.5 because it is the average period. After calculations we will be getting the answer as 2,340 rupees. So shall we move to the next part? Yes. Next is total drawings by Y has to be calculated. In the question it is given that he has withdrawn rupees 4,000. So his drawings during the year will be 48,000, which is 4,000 into 12. And his interest on drawings has to be calculated with a small difference than X, because he has withdrawn the amount at the end of every month. So the average period will be 5.5 months. Isn't it? Yes. So interest on drawings is equal to 48,000, which is his total drawings during the year, into the rate of interest, which is 9/100, into the average period, because he has withdrawn the amount at the end of every month. After calculations, we will be getting the answer as 1,980 rupees. So the third part. Z draws rupees 4,000 from the firm in the middle of every month. So his total drawings will be 48,000. And since he has withdrawn the amount at the end, in the middle of every month, the average period will be 6 months. Isn't it, my friends? Yes. So after calculation, we'll be getting the answer as 2,160 rupees. Hope you all understood how these questions are solved. I want you to have a look at the question and the solutions. So the next question. Calculate the interest on drawings of Sri Ganesh at the rate of 9% per annum. You have to note here that rate is given as 9% for the year ended 31st March 2016 in each of the following alternative cases. First case, if he withdrew rupees 4,000 per month in the beginning of every month. Second case, if he withdrew rupees 5,000 per month at the end of every month. And the third case, if he withdrew 6,000 per month. And the fourth case, if he withdrew rupees 72,000 during the year. So shall we move to the solutions? We can see how the first question is solved. In the question is given that he has withdrawn rupees 4,000 per month. So his total drawings will be what? 48,000. And he has withdrawn in the beginning of every month. So the average period will be, say, yes, 6.5 months. So interest on drawings is calculated like this. Look, 48,000, which is his total drawings during the year, into rate. In the question is given that 9% into the average period. After calculations, we will be getting the answer as 2,350 rupees. So we are moving to the next part. If he withdrew rupees 5,000 per month at the end of every month. So his total drawings will be 12 into 5,000, which is 60,000 rupees. And interest on drawings has to be calculated on this amount at the rate of 9%. But a small difference is here that he has withdrawn that amount at the end of every month. So the average period will be, correct, 5.5 months. So after calculations, we will be getting the answer as 2,475 rupees. Hope this is also clear for you all. So with your permission, I am moving to the next part. If he withdrew 6,000 per month. So there's a small difference in these total drawings. 6,000 into 12, which is 72,000 is his total drawings. And he has withdrew that amount. Look, a small difference is here. The rate is given and the amount, his total drawings, we have calculated it also. But the date of withdrawal is not at all given in the question, isn't it, man? So we have seen earlier that in such a case, we have to calculate the interest for 6 months. Do you remember that? So using that, we'll be solving this question. So here it's 6 months is the average period. You understand it? Friends, he has withdrawn rupees 6,000 per month. Therefore, his total drawings is equal to 6,000 into 12, which is 72,000. But in the question, the rate and the total amount has been given, but the date of withdrawal is not at all given. In such a case, we have to assume that the partner has withdrawn that amount in the middle of every month. As a result, the interest has to be calculated for 6 months only. So the average period will be 6 months. After calculation, we will be getting the answer as 3,240 rupees. Hope it is very much clear for you all. Then the third part is completed. Then the fourth part, which is similar to the second part. But a small difference is that in this question, his total drawings is given. Look, if he withdrew rupees 72,000 during the year, so his total drawings is given in the question. So no need to calculate or multiply the given amount into 12 because his total drawings is given in the question already, and the rate is also given. The same dilemma, isn't it, that we are faced in the third part? Don't be very worried, my friends. We have the solution for all things. It can be solved using the average period of 6 months, isn't it? The same way that we have solved the third part, this fourth part can also be solved. After calculations, we'll be getting the answer as 3,240 rupees. Hope these questions are very much clear for you all. I want you to have a look at these questions as well as the answers. Okay, my dear friends, hope all the questions that I have solved here are very much clear for you all. Sorry friends, I haven't included all the questions that are given in B.K. Goel sir's textbook, because I have selected some questions that I find more important and tricky. So that type of questions are included in my video. If you face any dilemma in solving any of the questions given in accountancy textbook of B.K. Goel sir, you can just try to comment it in the comment box, and I'll be trying my best to find the solution and solve your doubts. Okay friends, hope you're all satisfied with my today's video. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and share this video to your friends who are in need of this questions solutions. Don't forget to subscribe my channel as well, so that you'll be getting notified about all the videos that I've uploaded or I'll be uploading. Thank you for watching my video. Thank you friends. See you in the next video. Bye.